welcome back to Tennessee Valley this morning. I'm Jennifer, and this is my co-host Nikki. And
Hello.
with us, we have Erika Burke. Thank you so much for coming in.
Thank you for having me.
The Human Resource Director of Vakar.
That is correct.
Well, we're so glad that you came in this morning.
Thank you for being here.
Thank you.
Tell us a little bit about Vakar and the jobs that are now available, or what you need to do to apply.
Okay. Well, Vakar, as most of your viewers probably already know, Vakar Polysilicon is a $1.5 billion startup here in Cleveland, Tennessee, or I should better say Charleston, Tennessee. We broke ground just a little while ago, a few months ago, and we are vigorously hiring. You've probably seen many of our commercials or billboards and ads in the paper, and we have been just trying to hire as many qualified people as we can. We're going to fill 650 positions over the next 2 years. And so far we've got about 130 filled. And may I add, with absolutely qualified individuals. There are so many educated, skilled employees here in the Cleveland, Bradley County area. It's amazing. I would say that most of our jobs are filled by, I would say about 90%, maybe 95% are filled by locals. And it's been a fantastic turnout, what we've seen so far. Many of you know that for the first lead chemical operator positions, the first 60 positions that we hired, we had over 4,200 plus resumes that we read. Every single one of them.
I bet that took a long time, didn't it?
It sure did. It was nights, weekends, and pretty much 24/7.
Pulling another all-nighter.
Yeah. But we have an amazing first group of individuals who are right now going through a 6-month program at Chattanooga State. They're actual employees of ours. These individuals will then go to Germany for 6 months, and they will then go into the lead functions, the supervisory positions in our operations area. The good news is, in case you aren't part of those first 60 and are interested in being part of those first 60, we are hiring another 60 approximately lead chemical and lead technical operators. So they will eventually be the supervisors in another part of our chemical process, or else in the technical area.
Oh, that's wonderful.
And so we've started this hiring process. That's one of the main reasons that I wanted to come on your show today. I mean, there are many reasons why I love coming on your show. I've been here quite a few times. But to get the word out, we have that job posted. It's right now posted as a kind of a general job. It's called Lead Technical and Chemical Operators. But we urge anyone who is interested in becoming a future supervisor for our operations to please apply there. Understand that you will, the first 6 months, you'll be a full-fledged employee, but you'll be going through 6 months of training. And then actually the entire first year is training, but the first 6 months there will be a mix between classroom training as well as kind of, I want to say, on the job. We have a pilot plant at Chattanooga State. So hands-on training. And then
this is here.
This is here.
And not in Germany.
Right, the first 6 months. But then the second 6 months exactly
is in Germany.
So please understand that it is required that you go to Germany for 6 months. However, everything is covered. Your room, or I should say, you have an apartment, you have transportation, your costs, your living costs, you'll have a per diem.
Taken care of. Well,
it's a very lucrative package.
Yes.
And halfway in between, you have a choice to either come back home for a week, have your spouse fly out to visit you in Europe for a week, and we fly them out, or you'll get a stipend and you can travel Europe for a week.
That sounds like a wonderful deal. A great job, an apartment in Germany while you train, all the expenses paid, and then halfway through you get a week either to tour more of Europe or to have your spouse there with you.
Exactly.
That's wonderful. That's a great deal.
Yeah. So
do people mail in their resume, or do they apply online?
Great question. Actually, we're only accepting applications or resumes online.
Okay.
That helps us track it. That helps us. It gives us a very accurate process
to deal with
and
too. That would be a lot of paper, 4,000 resumes.
And things don't get lost in the mail and so on.
It's more reliable.
Exactly. Plus, we ask everybody, even if you don't see a position that is interesting to you, to go ahead and put your profile online. We do searches through all the profiles online in our system in case we have a new position open.
Right.
And we do encourage everyone who has a profile online to go back and check, because every week we're posting new positions, and to go and check and see if there are any new positions that might speak to you. And once you have your profile online, all it is a mouse click to apply to the position, so you don't have to redo anything.
That was my next question. How often do you need to update, or just?
I mean, unless there's something new that you want to tell us, you don't have to update. All you have to do is keep looking and apply to new positions that come on.
Now, I loved that you said that we have a lot of qualified people in here, but I don't know if there's anyone wondering what are the qualifications?
Well, for the lead chemical and technical operators, the qualifications are we'd like someone who has manufacturing experience, preferably, or chemical experience. For the chemical operator side of it, if you have a chemistry background or you've worked in a chemical plant, or in some form or fashion had something to do with chemicals, that would be great. But we also request or require that you have some sort of supervisory or leadership experience. And you must be math and English college ready. That may sound like it's not a big deal, but if you haven't been to school in a while, we always ask that then you kind of brush up on, there's some online kind of, I don't want to say tests, but kind of to quiz you and help you get back to that college-ready status. I don't know if I took it right now.
That just made my heart race when you said tests, math, and English. College.
I mean, we've had people who have had their bachelor's degree and gone back and taken a college-ready, and they've just barely not passed.
Right.
And I wonder myself if I went and had to take it just off the cuff, if I could, because it's been so long since I've had
my daughter's in the 4th grade.
Okay.
And she brought home algebra homework the other day that I could not help her with. My 4th grader. I told my husband, I said, let's go ahead and line up a tutor, because you are not going to be able to help her in 5th grade. We can't even help her in 4th grade. It's going to get harder as she goes. And I thought, it's been so long since I was in school. It's so foreign to me now. So everybody needs to brush up on their math and their English and just be ready for the testing.
Right.
Quizzing.
Well, what we do, I mean, part of the selection process is there is an assessment center. Now, it's not a test per se. It's more online, kind of, to see how you like quality orientation. Have you ever had those? I'm simplifying this a little bit, but have you ever seen those pictures where you have 2 pictures and you have to figure out where the 10 mistakes are, kind of thing?
Yes.
But it's an easier version of that, I think. But I mean, it can be extensive. The assessment center is certainly rigorous, and then there's an interview for the lead and chemical operator, the lead technical and chemical operator positions. Okay. Now, to answer your question, for other positions, we have so many other positions posted. Qualifications vary depending on the position. And I certainly urge everybody to go and check all of our positions out. We have engineering positions open. We now have manager in maintenance and manager in engineering as well. And we have HR positions open. Got to put a plug in for my department.
Right.
And procurement, logistics. I mean,
so there's something for everybody.
Yes, there's a wide range of positions out there. At some point, we will also have our chemical operator positions, which will probably be about 300 to 400 positions. And what we're doing right now is we have a program at Chattanooga State at the Vakar Institute. And we are hiring people from out of that program. So we urge anybody who is looking to make a change in their career, wants to go back to school, if you've been unemployed for a little while, this would be a great opportunity. Those of you who are graduating from high school, we went to many different high schools and spoke to graduating seniors and even juniors to say, consider the Vakar Institute at Chattanooga State, because we have a great program. It is 4 semesters if you have to do the entire program. For people who have already taken some classes, maybe in chemistry or had some of the basic classes, they will be, of course, exempt out of those classes, so it will be less than 4 semesters. and you can take, if you take 2 summer semesters, it ends up being a year and a half. We will interview you in the first semester. We'll try to do it in the first semester, latest the second semester, so you know if you have a job coming out of the program.
That's good.
And then, as I said, we're going to be hiring hundreds of people out of that program. So if anyone is looking for a change, is interested in going back to school, is interested in becoming a chemical operator in our plant, I urge them to check out the Vakar Institute at Chattanooga State. You can go on Chattanooga State's webpage, and there is a big link. It's an orange kind of banner that says Vakar Institute.
Okay, so just go to Chattanooga State's webpage.
Right.
And you'll see what to do from there.
Exactly.
Okay.
And that should be chattanoogastate.edu.
Okay.
And then there's that banner that says Vakar Institute.
Okay.
And don't forget, Vakar, for those of you, most of you know now in Cleveland, I feel like we're, the community is very well aware of us.
Right.
But Vakar is spelled Wacker, W-A-C-K-E-R, pronounced Vakar.
Because it's German, so
That's
the
correct.
W is a
V.
V, yes.
And the A is like a short O.
Right. Because the first time I saw the word in the paper, I was like, Wacker, what is that? And then I thought, oh, it's Vakar, okay. So we've got to get used to that.
Well, it's a family name. In fact, one of our board members is Dr. Peter Alexander Vakar, and he's the great-grandson, I believe. I think there are 2 greats in there, of the founder of the company.
Wow.
So it's been around for almost 100 years. And it is, I don't want to say it's a household name in Germany, but it's a very well-known company in Germany. They have about 18,000 employees worldwide.
Oh man, that's wonderful.
And so, but it's not as well known here. What we make, not yet. What we make is hyperpure polysilicon, which is basically a metallic rock, and we sell it in different sizes and different chunks, if you will, to our customers. And we sell it to other businesses. That's why most people haven't heard of us, because all of our products go to other businesses. They're not products that you use or that you as a consumer would purchase. But many of our products actually you probably have used today. If you've used hair conditioner, lipstick, even if you chew gum, we have from our BioSolutions, it's an all-natural product, not silicone, don't worry, that's in gum that keeps the gum elastic as opposed to crumbling in your mouth. So, I mean, I'm sure if we looked around the studio, there would be so many things that we could find that Vakar has a product in. But our hyperpure polysilicon is actually a black rock, and we like to refer to it as black gold. And it's sold to businesses where they melt it down into ingots that are sliced into wafers and put into solar panels. So.
Well, that's interesting. I've often wondered exactly what it is. You know, I knew it was chemicals and things of that nature, but I didn't know exactly what. So this black rock, companies take it and use it in their products.
Correct. Well, in this particular case, the hyperpure polysilicon that we're manufacturing here is mostly used in 2 different types of industry. One is the solar industry, so that the companies take it, melt it down into ingots, and then cut it into those black wafers that you see inside of a solar panel.
Yes.
That dark. That's what it is, but it's just melted down and cut into thin.
I know exactly what that is.
And then the semiconductor industry, so the chips inside computers. That's where the polysilicon goes as well.
So it's very diverse.
It is.
Yes.
Yes, it is. But it is a very obviously a very successful business, and this is the first plant that Vakar is building for polysilicon outside of Germany.
And they picked us. That's wonderful. We're so happy about that. Now, if you feel like you may not be qualified to apply, you still need to apply, right? And just see
yes,
if there's a job there for you.
I certainly, absolutely would encourage everybody to put their profile in our system, because we have various different jobs. We also have admin positions that come up. We've got warehouse material handler positions that we have posted right now. So we have really from all different types of educational level and experience level, all the way to PhDs that we're looking in our chemical areas.
So don't be discouraged if you're not a chemist.
Exactly.
Still try your best and go ahead and turn in the resume, and you never know. There might be a job opening for you there. So I've learned a lot today.
For sure. And I wanted to ask you, have you been able to go to Germany yourself?
Oh, many times. Actually, I used to live in Germany for 10 years.
Okay.
So,
with the company?
No, not with the company. It was a total coincidence. My husband actually moved here, or we all moved here for my husband's job. He works with VW.
Oh, okay.
And then,
great.
And Vakar was a wonderful coincidence. But yes, with the company, I've gone a handful of times to Germany in the last 9 months.
Wonderful.
I started December 13th. I was the first person hired. So since December 13th, I've been to Germany 3 or 4 times. So
that's wonderful.
It's exciting. I mean, and I have to say, for anyone who is even on the fence about going to Germany for 6 months, you could not pick a more beautiful place that you could visit.
I've heard that about Germany.
But even that part of Germany, it's I'm sure you've seen The Sound of Music.
Oh yes.
It's right on the Austrian border. The Sound of Music was filmed in Salzburg. This is literally a half an hour to 40 minutes from Salzburg. It is in the Alps. It is absolutely gorgeous. Burghausen, which is the main town, all you have to do is literally walk from one of the main hotels that people stay in. Right. It's a very small town. Go across the bridge and you're already in Austria. And it's just, it has the longest castle in the world.
Those hills green and rolling like they are in the movie. Oh,
beautiful.
That'd be great.
You'll want to sing.
Trust me. The hills. No.
It is.
Take a camera, right?
You will. I mean, and it is absolutely breathtaking place.
So when you get that 1 week pass, you would be able to go to Austria.
Oh, you'll be able to go to Austria in the evening. I mean, it's not, it literally is across the bridge, just a few feet away. Right. I mean, truly a stone's throw. And, but yes, you could go to Salzburg on the weekend, you can go to Munich on the weekend. I mean, you could go to a lot of places in Austria, you could go to Switzerland.
This is really like a dream job. This is a opportunity of a lifetime. Not only do you have a wonderful job, you get to travel. You know, you get an apartment while you're training in Germany, so it'd be the job of a lifetime.
Your expenses are paid,
right?
And I mean, also, you don't have to worry if you don't have a passport. We'll help you get a passport, and we'll pay for that. So
there's nothing holding you back.
There's nothing
holding
you back. Exactly.
Now, tell us once again where they need to send the resumes to.
www.vakar.com. Again, www. Then Vakar,
but
spelled Wacker, WACKER.com, and then go to our careers page, and you'll see a whole list of positions that are open for the Tennessee area.
Okay, and you said just to click on, it doesn't have to be one specific. You can click on more than one.
Oh, you can apply to as many jobs as you think are appropriate.
Good.
We do ask that you apply to jobs that you think you're qualified for.
Right.
I mean, sometimes for our HR positions that are open, we have someone who's never been in HR before, and we're looking for an experienced HR.
Use some common sense when you're applying. Right.
Because we do read through every resume. We give everyone the courtesy to read through them. And so we ask, please do apply for positions that you even have a small qualification for even.
Right.
But if you're not qualified, don't apply for all 20 positions that are listed.
Right.
It just makes our job even, more complicated.
Right, right.
But we do want everybody to apply. We do want everyone to set up their profile because I'm sure we have a job out there for everyone.
And then for those high school students that you said they should apply to Chattanooga State, do they also apply online to?
Well, no, they do. They don't need to apply online, at least not yet, until they've gone through the program.
Okay.
But we're not hiring those chemical operators yet. It'll be at least another year.
Okay.
Until we hire those. I think that's the timeline. Around another year, and if they can just go straight to Chattanooga State, to our Vakar Institute, apply there, get all of their paperwork in, and then we'll let them know how they can. But again, we will be interviewing them beforehand. So that
and you said there was an orange banner on the page that they click on. Okay, and that'll give them the information.
But that way they know, am I going through this 2-year program and not have a job at the end?
Right.
They'll know that they'll have a job at the end. And even those who may not, for some reason, pass the interview, we would encourage you to continue the program because there's so many other companies who would be very interested. You have an associate's degree at the end.
Okay.
And we also will, for anyone who wouldn't pass the interview, which we hope will be no one, but if there's that one special case, we will grant them an additional interview at the end of their at the end of their program.
So they'll get kind of a second chance.
They will get a second chance.
Well, that's nice.
Because we really do want to hire everyone who goes through that program.
Right.
And we need to hire, as I said, hundreds of people. So if you go through that program, your chances of getting a job are extremely high. So
and that's what we need to hear.
Yes.
Yes.
That sounds great.
So those who do get accepted through the interview process, they know for sure that within a year or two they will have a job.
Correct. Now, I mean, the reason why we hesitate to say 100% guarantee is only because with every job you have to do a background check, you have to do your physical, and you have to do your drug screen.
Right.
So if you pass that and you get a B average, that doesn't mean you have to have a B in every class, but you have to have a B average. That's what your offer of employment will be contingent upon.
Okay.
But that should be doable. The professors are really working with all of the students so that they do pass with a B average. It's in our best interest that we have well qualified employees who understand what they're doing because we don't want to make any mistakes, and we want the students to pass, and we want them to pass very, very well, even if they have to have extra tutoring or whatever.
Right. And I've got a quick question about German, learning the language. Is that something important that you would need to know, or will they teach you what you need to know if you do need to know any German?
You do not need to know any German. If you know German, it's certainly a plus because it helps you communicate with.
Isn't it a very difficult language to learn?
It is a very difficult language to learn. I had to learn it, so I can verify that. It is definitely a difficult language to learn. However, if you know it, it's always a plus. But most everyone speaks English over there, so you wouldn't be lost.
So you don't have to know it.
You do not have to know it.
Because I know some people would probably be kind of intimidated by the fact that they may have to learn German. Okay.
Well, what we might do is give a kind of a crash course in German for those who are going over. Excuse me. But more to say, how to order off a menu.
Right. Where's the bathroom?
Where's the bathroom?
What time is it?
Exactly. But I would say 90% of the population speaks enough English over there that you can get by.
That's good.
And so, in fact, I found it almost difficult to speak German over in Germany because everyone wanted to speak English with me.
Right.
So I wouldn't worry about that at all. And for the company itself, there's no need to speak German.
Okay.
No,
it's not required.
English is our language.
Okay. Wonderful.
That's good. Well, I think it's time for us to take a quick commercial break.
I've learned a lot about Vakar today. Thank you, Erika.
Thank you so much.
Thanks for having me.
We'll be right back with Tennessee Valley This Morning.
I'm Kathy Guy with Landmark Insurance Brokerage. Call us today for all your personal insurance needs. With 28 years in the insurance business, I have the solutions and pricing you are looking for. At Landmark Insurance Brokerage, we've got you covered.
Kyle Dodge Chrysler Jeep, located at 511 South Lee Highway in Cleveland, is your #1 Dodge, Chrysler, and Jeep dealer in this area. Stop by and see the brand new 2011 Chrysler 200. The 200 is essentially a new nameplate with a significant facelift to the outgoing 2010 Chrysler Sebring. A beautiful vehicle at an unbeatable price. And while you're there, check out the all-new Jeep Grand Cherokee and the newly designed Dodge Durango. Redesigned, revamped, and reinvigorated. Yes, the Dodge Durango is back, bigger and better than ever. Kyle Dodge Chrysler Jeep offers a complete parts and service department with qualified service technicians to fix and repair your vehicle. So for your next brand new or pre-owned vehicle, make it Kyle Dodge Chrysler Jeep, located at 511 South Lee Highway in Cleveland.
I'm Dr. James Markham, host of the television program Heart of Health, seen right here on WTNB television, Thursday at 7 o'clock, Friday at 8 a.m. or Sunday at 3:30 p.m.
How would you like to look and feel better? If so, then visit the Ford Center for Anti-Aging, located at 2020 Key Street Northwest. Dr. Ford has been serving Cleveland and the surrounding area since 1984. He is a licensed physician with the Board of Anti-Aging Medicine, offering affordable Botox injections. Botox is a medication that is used to treat dynamic wrinkles such as crow's feet, forehead lines, and frown lines. In addition to Botox therapy, rejuvenate and smooth wrinkled skin. The micro-laser peel treats skin conditions associated with aging and active lifestyles. If you're looking for safe and affordable anti-aging treatment, call the Ford Center for Anti-Aging at 423-614-0535, located at 2020 Key Street Northwest.
And good morning. Welcome back to Tennessee Valley this morning. We're still with Erika Burke. Thank you so much for staying with us today. Well, I just wanted us to have a look again at the weather because I know that people are probably, if they're not already left for work, are getting ready, trying to figure out what they should wear for the day, of course. And so we know that we do have a chance of rain today. It's going to be a high of 75, low of 56, and then tomorrow, almost a guarantee that there's going to be rain, but who knows. It's going to be 68 and a low of 53, and then on Wednesday, mostly sunny, high of 74 and a low of 55. So with that, I just have to ask, tell us about the weather in Germany.
Oh, wow.
Is it rainy most of the time, or is it mild?
I find it, this is the big dispute in our family, actually. Coming from Alabama, I'm originally from Alabama, I'm used to sun. That's why I love Tennessee weather. I mean, I love the heat in the summer.
Right.
And going to Germany, often I find it overcast. And on the cooler side, their summers are not like our summers. It's short, a few weeks here, a few weeks there. In fact, to just give you an idea, I went in September, I think it was, or end of August once, on a summer vacation for a week. Of course, this was an anomaly, but of course it's always when I go on vacation. And it rained every day except for one day when it snowed.
Wow.
It actually snowed.
When I think of Germany, I think of kind of cold, just I don't know why, but cold and rainy and I don't know.
But the best time of year to go to Germany is actually now. It's probably about this weather or maybe warmer, and it's so beautiful. I mean, the leaves are turning and it's just magnificent. So I think the best time to go to Germany is always September, October, around the Oktoberfest, of course.
Right.
And then every now and then you'll get weeks of sun, whether it's cold or whatever, but it's not like Tennessee where you have sun every day.
Every day.
So.
Is it humid and hot and sticky in the summer like it is here?
No, it's not humid, but it's not dry. There is a little bit of humidity, but nothing like what we are used to at all.
Sounds like it's very pleasant.
It is. It is actually a very, if you like a normal, I would say maybe like 60s, low 70s to maybe high 50s. That's what it is most of the year, except for in winter, of course. It's much colder, but.
Sounds very nice.
Yeah, I just had to ask. And now with the leaves turning, do they stay on the trees for a long time? One thing I've noticed, this might seem strange, but I'm from Canada. When I came here during the fall, I'm used to having the colored leaves for like maybe 2 to 4 weeks on the trees, but when I came here, I thought they changed color and then they fell.
Yeah, they change them
right there, and I was like, wait, I missed fall. Where are all the beautiful colors? Right.
Yep. No, very similar to Canada.
Yeah, they stay longer on the trees.
They do, and it's just magnificently beautiful in fall. I mean, it's that Indian summer. It's that just absolutely just gorgeous, breathtaking. And it is for a long time. It's not just for a week or 2. It's literally probably for a month or 5 or 6
You said you've been 3 or 4 times already in the past 9 months. Are you planning on going back soon? Or?
Yeah, I probably go in January and probably March again. I mean, it depends, depending on what work requires.
Right.
But yes, in fact, for our first group of lead chemical operators, I definitely want to go over when they're over there.
Right.
Each person from my team is going to try and be there at least once a month so that they have someone from this side that they can talk to and support them.
That would be fun.
And you've been able to bring your family with you some of the times? Or?
No, actually, and I know that sounds, I have 2 small children, but there is nothing like a 10-hour plane trip And we get to go business class, everybody.
Ooh.
I forgot to mention that. Business class, you get to watch all the movies you want and not have 2 children with you. It's actually like almost a vacation.
It would be, yeah, that is a vacation.
And then when I'm there, obviously I can't do anything with them. But my children have a chance. Their grandparents are still in Germany, and so we try and send them over so that they can keep up their German, once every year or 2. So.
Right. Wonderful. That's wonderful. So tell us again, we just have a couple minutes, how people can apply, what the website is, the time frame, all of that. Just give us a little recap.
So for our lead chemical and lead technical operators, please go, and for any other type of position with our plant, please go to www.wacker.com. That's www.Vakar, spelled Wacker.com, to apply. For those of you who are interested in our chemical operator program, we also have a technical operator. We also have a mechanical maintenance and an electrical maintenance program at Chattanooga State with the Vakar Institute. Please go to chattanoogastate.edu and look for the Vakar flag or tag and apply there online. You can get more information about information sessions or who to contact at Chattanooga State.
I've learned a lot about Vakar today.
So have I.
And I still want to say Wacker for some reason. I know it's Vakar, but just the way it's spelled. For Americans it looks more like Wacker. But we're very excited about the company coming to Cleveland. We do appreciate all the opportunities and the jobs that are available there. So everybody needs to apply. Send in your resumes and might get a wonderful job and a new life.
A chance to travel.
That's right. It'd be wonderful.
That'll be wonderful.
Everybody, it's a dream come true, actually.
For sure.
And I do want to just quickly say our benefits package is out of this world. It's very good, very competitive, and our 401k is fantastic. So
it would be. It'd be like a job of a lifetime. So everybody, please apply.
Well, we're so glad that you came in this morning.
Thank you
for being here with us and putting up with us. We were put on the spot a little bit. To be honest, this is my
like
first
I said at the beginning, live TV.
This is my first time on live television.
Wow.
So, but
you'd think it's the other way around. You think it'd be my first time the way I've acted this morning. Oh, it's when those cameras go on, you've just got to be ready.
It's a little nerve-wracking.
Yeah.
Well, thank you so much for joining us this morning. Again, I'm Jennifer. This is Nikki, and thank you so much, Erika, for being with us.
Thank you.
And have a wonderful day. This has been Tennessee Valley This Morning.